YouTube, what is up? Scott here from Top Choice Sports Cards. Today's video, we got another reveal. We have some vintage. I got graded with SGC. I forget how many cards this is, but we're gonna find out. These were all came out of the same collection that I bought from someone. A little damage on the box here, but this is a secondary box. The way they package these, I think we'll be fine. We're gonna have a little discussion on if it's worth it to grade lower tier cards. To me, it was on this order because I got them at a good price. That's one positive. Another positive is they are then authenticated. You know they're real, even if they come back in a lower grade. And also, I think it boils down to also, is it worth it to get it graded? If it's a card you want to get it graded. It's supposed to be a hobby. Grade what you like. Grade with whatever company you like, whether it be one of the major four, PSA, SGC, BGS, or CSG, or even if you want to use one of these fly-by-night companies. That's all decisions you need to make for whatever suits you best. If you watched my other videos, you know I prefer SGC for my vintage. I think they grade properly. They grade more fair. They grade correctly when it comes to vintage. When it comes to anything. I do use PSA for my modern, and those are the only two companies that I personally use. PSA I use on the modern because I think they grade shiny cards fairly, and the way the market is, people put a premium price on the SG or on the PSAs on the modern. There's not much difference in the vintage compared to PSA that I've seen. But other thing about SGC, you get these back in less than 2 weeks usually. So let's see. Let's start from the bottom. These are going to be newer cards here. So we'll just do this. Maze. We'll start with the oldest cards and work our way back. So I didn't even count here. What do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 card reveal. These were all $15. You get no upcharge like you do on PSA. Doesn't matter if it's $1 card or $1 million card. With SGC, it's going to cost you $15 to grade it. So the first card we got is a 48 Bowman Johnny Mize. And it came back as authentic evidence of trimming. So that's the risk you take when you buy these older cards. I figured this would only grade a 1 anyway. It had creases in it, but I got this at a really cheap price. So now it's in a slab. It's protected for any more damage, and you know it's a real card. So I don't think I would lose any money with that. Next one is a 48 Bowman Enos Slaughter. Came back the same thing, authentic evidence of trimming. So same thing. This had paper loss on it. I figured it would only get a 1 anyway. There's the back. So I think I'm into this card for, I don't know, with grading less than $30. We have a 1950 Yogi Berra. Came back as a 1. That's what I figured it would get. Has some paper loss, and the back has some water damage. But the front, besides that paper loss, the color on it looks really nice. So this is a 51 Bowman Pee Wee Reese. Came back at 2. actually thought it would come back about a 1 or a 1.5. So I'm actually happy with that grade. This is a 55 Ken Boyer. Came back a 4. Let's get a look at these corners. I thought this one would come back a 4.5, maybe a 5, but a 4. Really good color on that card. We have a 56 Topps Hank Aaron authentic. I thought this was going to come back a 1. It had some paper damage. It says altered, so I don't know if somebody tried to use some color on it. Tried to color it in. The back looks a lot nicer than the front, but still 58 Hank Aaron. It's not going to get any more damage now that it's in a case. Got a 65 Joe Morgan rookie. So there you have it. This is what for the 45s was the team. Houston 45s. Came back at 3.5. Same thing. When I glanced, I thought this would maybe get a 4, but those all 4 of those corners got some dings in them. Very off center, top to bottom. But there we have it with a Joe Morgan rookie. We have a 67 Willie Mays. Came back a 3. Nice color in the card, though. These are really hard to grade. These are the decal edge cards, and I knew this one was damaged. Came back a 1. The decal edges, they are supposed to be cut like that, but you see some damage on the corners there. I thought this had a chance to get a 2. What is that? 69. We have a 68 Topps the Game card, Mickey Mantle. Came back a 4. Nice card. It was 74 Dave Winfield rookie, Hall of Famer right there. I knew this card was nice, and it got a 7. Thought that's right about where it would be. It's a little off center, left to right and top to bottom, but not overly bad. Really nice looking card. And last but not least, we got a 80 Topps Ricky Henderson. Came back at 7.5. This is a Ricky Henderson rookie. I thought this card would 8 if it didn't have, it's got a little chipping right there you can see. So it got the grade about right where I would thought it would be. If it didn't have that chipping, that could be an 8 or an 8.5. But still, I got all these cards from the same person. Really good price. I calculated all that in. I paid for them a raw value in the condition they are in. Don't ever pay for a card that's raw that someone says, well, this card, I think this card is a 6. I think this card is an 8. If this card isn't encased, it's not a 6 or an 8 or a 7. It's a raw card. You pay for raw cards by their condition, not what someone thinks it's going to grade. If that's what they think it's going to grade and that's what they want to sell it as, then they can take the risk, ship it off, get it graded, and then sell it as it is. So that's going to do it for this one, guys. All these cards will be for sale. So if there's anything you see that interests you there, shoot me a message on my Instagram. All my stuff's labeled in the video. So that's going to do it. And as always, have a good one and happy collecting.